Hello everyone, I'm Anthony McClaran, and today I have the honour and privilege to take up the post of Vice-Chancellor of St Mary's University. I wanted to take this opportunity on my first day to introduce myself and share some of my background, my initial thoughts on St Mary's and the immediate situation we find ourselves in as the world tackles the coronavirus pandemic. When I visited the St Mary's campus in 2019 as part of the recruitment process, I couldn't have envisioned the world we find ourselves in today. Grateful though we all are at this time for the blessings of social media, this isn't the way I'd hoped I'd introduce myself to you all. However, I hope that over the coming weeks, I'll have more opportunities to speak to as many of you as possible through various online forums. I'd like to start by thanking Dave Hartnett, who as interim VC has done amazing work stewarding St Mary's through these strange and challenging times. I've been in close contact with Dave whilst I prepared to join the university, and I've been impressed with the swiftness with which the St Mary's community came together to respond to the transition to the online delivery of programs. The response of colleagues who continue teaching their students in adverse conditions has been inspirational to see, and I'm proud to be joining a university that's renowned for its academic quality and its commitment to offering a first-rate student experience. For some, the shift to online learning will have been a sudden and in many cases difficult change. I hope that as we resume after the Easter break, you manage to rest and are now ready to return to teaching and learning. There have been a number of important communications that were shared during the Easter break regarding changes to academic regulations, which will help students with their assessments and deadlines. If you've not yet read these, I'd encourage you all to make the time to do so. They can be found in your emails or on SimSpace and StaffNet. I would like to thank everyone involved in making these changes, including the key partnership we have with our student union sabbatical officers. Your flexibility in giving students the breathing room they need to succeed during this difficult time, whilst maintaining the quality of our degree awards, has been outstanding. Of course, not all our students have been able to travel home. I particularly want to greet those still living here on campus, and also to make a special mention to the staff in catering and estates and campus services, many of whom have remained on campus to support those students who are unable to leave their accommodation. Working with student services, your work is greatly appreciated by the university and by our campus-based students. Despite these uncertain times we find ourselves in, one thing that does not change is the value of higher education and the award of a degree. Whilst this might be a very uncertain time for our students graduating this summer, I want to assure you that St Mary's is by your side and that you are able to continue accessing a number of resources as alumni of the university. I'd particularly encourage you to get in touch with our employability service team, who can help you to get ready to apply for jobs or further study after you complete your studies. You may be considering further study and would of course be welcome to stay on with us at St Mary's as a postgraduate student. You can find out if one of our degrees would suit you on the university website. My own belief in the transformative power of higher education is born not only from my own experience as the first person in my family to go to university, but also of a career spent in the field, both in the UK and overseas. I'm joining St Mary's from TEXA, the Tertiary Education Quality and Standards Agency in Australia, where I served for nearly 5 years as the Chief Executive Officer. Prior to joining TEXA, I was the CEO of QAA, the Quality Assurance Agency for Higher Education here in the UK. And before that, as CEO of UCAS. I've also worked within universities, having held senior roles in management at the University of Hull and in governance at the University of Gloucestershire. I hope that this diversity of experience from both educational and regulatory bodies will benefit St Mary's as we navigate the immediate crisis, and then as we look into the longer-term future of the university. St Mary's drew me back to the UK because of its reputation as a values-driven university, firmly rooted in its Catholic foundation and committed for nearly 170 years to delivering outstanding education. The work the university does to widen access to and ensure success in higher education, with communities and individuals reaching out to HE for perhaps the first time, remains critical. Initiatives such as providing laptops and free Wi-Fi access and increasing resources within the Hardship Fund are brilliant examples of the university living out its mission. As your Vice-Chancellor, I'm committed to being open and accessible, and to being honest and straightforward about the opportunities and challenges that will face us as a community, even when those involve difficult choices. For me, it's important for you to know that I will listen, and you can approach me to discuss your aspirations and ideas for making St Mary's an even better place for staff and students to fulfil their potential. I look forward to the day soon when we can all return to campus and I can get to know you properly in person. Finally, I just wanted to take this opportunity to express how important the health and well-being of every student and member of staff is. St Mary's is renowned as an academic environment with a strong sense of community and support, and I sincerely hope that this continues to permeate all of our engagements with one another whilst we're operating remotely. I hope you're able to stay in contact with your friends and colleagues at the moment and find time to take care of yourselves and those you love. If you need additional support at this time, the university has a number of facilities available to staff and students, which you can read about on SimSpace and StaffNet. I look forward to meeting you over the coming weeks and months. I've come into campus today to collect my laptop and to say thank you to the staff who've been working on campus during this time, supporting our students who are still here. And then, like the rest of us, I'm heading home for meetings at my desk through Zoom, etc. Please join me in one of the upcoming staff and student Q&A sessions, details of which will follow in the coming days. Meanwhile, please stay safe, stay at home, protect the NHS, and save lives. Thank you.